Hey everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Today I'm going to be going over the patch notes for version 4.0 that just went live this morning. This kicked off season 4 for Battle Royale and a new event for Save the World. There's quite a bit of stuff to go over in today's patch notes. Bear with me, still a little sick so my voice might get a little scratchy, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. First up, for general fixes, they have input settings are now filtered based on game mode. They've also been grouped by category for combat, building, and editing to make it easier to search through them. They added icons for the tabs at the bottom of the settings screen. They added icons for the tabs at the top of the settings screen. They added ignore gamepad input option to the accessibility settings tab. This setting can be helpful to players who use external programs to remap their controller input and need the game to ignore their controllers. Moving on, we're going to go straight into the Battle Royale specific stuff. For gameplay, structures on the starting island can now be destroyed, not the battle bus though. They said headshots are now prioritized when other body parts are in the way. Incoming headshots from above or straight on will no longer be blocked by your character's other body parts. For example, a shot that hits your target's hand will be able to penetrate through and hit their head if your aim was on point. You'll be credited headshot damage instead of normal damage. Headshots from below that are blocked by a body part such as legs, torsos, hands, or shoulders and arms will do normal damage except for impacts very close to your character's head. This change affects all weapons except for the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher. They slightly reduce the hitbox size of players' hands. The damage numbers are now visible when spectating a player. Knocking a player off of the island will award elimination credit like normal fall damage. Fall distance is now shown in the elimination feed when a player is forced to fall by an opponent. And on the starting island, you can now see other players and player-created structures about 3 times further away than before. Moving on, they have some weapons and items that have been adjusted and vaulted. The crossbow has been added to the vault. The rocket launcher aim reticle is now a fixed size regardless of player movement. Hit markers are now displayed when looking through a scope. And increased pickaxe damage against supply llamas, now dealing 50 damage per hit. That's really all they have for the main stuff. There are some changes to audio and the replay system, and of course some bug fixes and UI changes. There's not a whole lot there, but of course we do have all the new content from the Season 4 Battle Pass, which you guys can check out by jumping straight into the game. But we're going to move on over to the Save the World specific side of the patch notes. For gameplay, they've added loot drops. When enemies are killed, they have a chance to drop loot on the ground. This chance is increased for patrolling enemies and the packs of enemies found scattered throughout the world. Enemies can drop building materials, crafting ingredients, and ammunition. Larger and tougher enemies drop more items and better crafting ingredients, and the tier of crafting ingredients increases with mission difficulty, as does the chance of finding rare crafting ingredients like active power cells. Mini bosses drop a new item called a cache. Schematic caches come in 3 rarities, rare, epic, and legendary, and they contain a single ranged or melee weapon schematic. The likelihood of getting an epic or legendary cache increases at higher mission difficulties. Evolution material caches contain storm evolution materials such as pure drops of rain and storm shards, and these scale up with the mission difficulty as well. A mini-boss will drop 1 cache of the same type for every player who participated in the elimination, which means dealing damage to the boss or was close when it was eliminated. Certain high-rarity treasure chests can be found in the world that can also drop caches, and caches are opened at the end of a mission. Survivor health has been increased by 40% to allow more time for players to rescue them through tough situations. The teleporter gadget has been refactored in an effort to improve its fun and usability. The new default behavior, the base range of the teleporter has been increased to 20 tiles. The teleporter has no cooldown when activated. In order to accommodate the usability of no cooldown, the teleporter no longer teleports enemies. Teleporter now will not activate if it's in a location that could not normally be placed on. You'll still be able to move it, however, and a teleporter now has an arm time when it's placed or moved before it becomes active. The default arm time is 5.5 seconds. And the teleporter now has a default pickup time use of 2.5 seconds. As part of the improvements to the teleporter, they've adjusted the upgrades it has. Upgrade 1 now allows the teleporter to transport friendly projectiles. Projectiles will exit from the teleporter based on the direction you set when you placed it. And yes, this means you can throw rockets and grenades through it, so try it out. Upgrade 2 now reduces the pickup time of the teleporter to 0.5 seconds. Upgrade 3 now reduces the arm time of the teleporter when it is placed to 1.5 seconds. Upgrade 4 now increases the range of the teleporter by 10 tiles, and Upgrade 5 now allows enemy projectiles to go through the teleporter. This means husk bones and lobber grenades and others, so try a teleporter on roofs that you would like to defend. The hoverbot turret also saw some improvements. The new default behavior is recharge time reduced from 240 seconds to 150. The default duration reduced to 20 seconds. It no longer fires projectiles, it now shoots hit scan shots. They increased the default rate of fire from 1.33 shots per second to 6 shots per second. Base damage has been reduced from 20 to 15. The upgrades have also been adjusted. The duration increase remains plus 10 seconds, which makes the final duration 30 seconds. They said we corrected an issue with the range upgrade, which was preventing it from working properly. The default range is still 4 tiles, but is increased to 8 with this upgrade. The rate of fire upgrade now increases the rate of fire to 10 shots per second. And the default action of keyboard button B is now emote, with keyboard button V bound to bring up the team chat. You can now cycle between team chat, emotes, and notes regardless of which button you push to summon the picker. For heroes, we have new heroes available in-game. First up is the new Mythic Soldier Raven with the Nevermore subclass. It says a shadowy figure who screeches deafening war cries before eliminating prey with his dual-wielded pistols. His new ability is lefty and righty, deploy dual pistols and light up your enemies. His new perks are dual debilitation, lefty and righty applies debilitating shots. Whereas lefty, eliminating enemies with pistols reduce the cooldown of lefty and righty by 1 second. Bang and Pow, dealing damage with lefty and righty causes an explosion that deals energy damage in a 0.5 tile radius. And a new tactical perk called Explosive Rounds. This is a tactical variant of the Explosive Rounds perk. There's 8 new Shadow Ops heroes. The Soldier, we have the new subclass Double Agent featuring new characters Vaughn and Evelyn. Description, the soldier that wields dual pistols with ease, creating an explosive outcome. This utilizes the newly added ability and associated perks with the Raven subclass. It has a new tactical perk called Cluster Bomb. It is a tactical variant of the Cluster Bomb, dealing half the damage of its non-tactical counterpart. We have the new ninja subclass, the Piercing Lotus, which features characters Edge and Luna. Description, the skilled spear warrior that makes a point to poison enemies with waves of shuriken before striking them down. New perks, Pointy Fury, increases spear combo attack efficiency by 150%. We have Poking Holes, the ninja deals 28% more damage with spears to afflicted targets. Fan of Stars, the ninja throws 2 additional throwing stars. All throwing stars are thrown instantly in a spreading arc. And we have her new support perk, Heaviest Attacks, increases melee heavy attack damage by 10, 20, and 30% depending on her level. We have the new Outlander subclass, Shotgunner, featuring characters Grizzly and Buzz. The description, weaves in and out of enemies, stunning them and finishing them off with close range weapons. The new perks are Pump It Up, increases shotgun rate of fire by 35%. In an Outlander, eliminating 3 enemies within 10 seconds after using Phase Shift will refund the Phase Shift charge. Shocking Embrace increases the duration of Shock Tower by 3 seconds if placed with a charge fragment. Run and Stun, passing through enemies with Phase Shift applies a 3-second stun. And the new tactical perk, Shocking Embrace, increases the duration of Shock Tower by 3 seconds if placed with a charge fragment. The Constructor, we have the new subclass Demolitionist featuring Penny and Bull. Description, explosive expert who corrals enemies with decoy before finishing them with a hail of missiles. New perks, Faster Explosions, increases explosive weapon reload speed by 35%. An Enduring Machine, your weapons take 60% less durability while on the tiles affected by base. Hero abilities that lock characters' movement can no longer be interrupted by knockback. The following abilities that have been adjusted to use this new behavior are Phase Shift, Shockwave, Bull Rush, Dragon Slash, and Anti-Material Charge. They said, we've changed how energy reducing perks work in some cases in order to prevent them from reducing costs of activations to 0. We now have perks which improve energy efficiency of certain actions such as heavy attacks with melee weapons. Energy efficiency is expressed in a percentage format such as improves energy efficiency of combo attacks by 150%. The value represents the expected extra usage of the ability once the perk has been acquired. And the implementation has changed from a multiplier on cost to a divisor on cost. For example, a 60% cost reduction on a 50 energy cost is analogous to a 150% increase in usage over 100 stamina. There was a change to the Outlander. The Phase Shift now passes through enemies by default, and the Phase Shift now inherits more forward velocity when used in midair. The Constructor had some adjustments as well. They made adjustments to the decoy ability. The base duration was reduced from 12 seconds to 7 seconds. The decoy can no longer be destroyed and will always last the full duration. They reduced the duration increase of going and going from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. What doesn't kill you has been removed from these subclasses: Controller, Sentinel, and Riot Control. Controller now has Decoy Stun instead of What Doesn't Kill You. Sentinel now has Grease the Wheels instead of What Doesn't Kill You. And Riot Control has Going and Going instead of What Doesn't Kill You. Ninjas saw some changes as well. They changed Easy Sword from reduces sword combo attack energy cost by 60% to increases sword combo attack efficiency by 150%. They changed Easier Sword from improves the energy cost reduction of Easy Sword by another 20% to improves the energy efficiency of Easy Sword by another 150%. Shadow Stance now triggers off of all melee kills, not just edged weapons. Scythe to meet you snare duration has been increased to 2 seconds from 1 second. And the sound effects for Crescent Kick have been updated as well. And finally, the soldiers saw some changes in their subclasses as well. Explosive Rounds timer no longer resets after 15 seconds without a kill. And Going Commando now enters into a slight zoom when pressing the targeting input. Moving on, we're going to talk about some changes to missions and systems. This new update introduced the Blockbuster event, Part 1 Origin Story. There are reports of a strange new husk lurking about, harassing survivors, and Ray has disappeared. Find out what has happened in the aftermath of the comet crash in this brand new questline. Blockbuster tickets can be found inside Upgrade and Daily Llamas and earned by completing quests and defeating mini-boss mission alerts. The Blockbuster Llama is available in the Loot tab. This contains at least one epic quality or higher military weapon or Shadow Ops hero, and it costs 500 Blockbuster tickets. Completing the first week of Crest rewards rewards a choice of one of the legendary ranged weapons, the Bald Eagle pistol, the Silent Spectre SMG, or the Crossbow, and the repeatable quest to kill a mini-boss that awards 50 gold. They reduced some prices of llamas. The Upgrade Llama went from 100 to 50. The Weapon Llama went from 350 to 200. The Range Weapon Llama went from 350 to 200. The Melee Weapon Llama went from 350 to 200. The People Llama went from 350 to 200, and the It's a Trap Llama went from 350 to 200 V-Bucks as well. Bundles containing multiple llamas have been reduced in price, and players who have purchased these llamas in the past will receive an equivalent value in free Troll Stash llamas that they can redeem in the Loot tab. So if you log in and check your Loot tab, and you've got a bunch of free Troll Stash llamas, that is what it's from. They're compensating for the price reduction on llamas. They said each stack of 1,000 Storm tickets will be converted into Neon Llamas. Anyone who had at least one Storm ticket will receive a llama. Many llamas now drop 30 to 50 gold and drop an additional item if they become silver. Gold no longer resets after each season. Seasonal gold has been renamed to gold as a result. And gold caps at 5,000. Gold above this cap will not be lost, but you will stop earning gold until you have spent enough to drop below the 5,000 cap. Mission alerts. Mini-boss mission alerts are more common during this event and award between 50 to 120 Blockbuster tickets, and they scale based on the difficulty. These tickets are granted in addition to their normal rewards such as schematics and transform keys, and there is a quota of 10 per day for those. Mutant Storm mission alerts have returned to normal levels and no longer reward event tickets, and these have a quota of 3 per day. The upgraded Outlander's mission modifier no longer increases fragment capacity due to the recent change, greatly increasing base fragment capacity. The modifier still increases Outlander ability damage, and then they have some bug fixes listed here for some of the neon weapons, and then they have the weapons and items that were added with this update as well. They added the military weapon set available through the Blockbuster Llamas. Available now, we have the Whisper 45, which is a silent semi-auto pistol. We have the Spectre, a fully automatic submachine gun with a high rate of fire, and the epic and legendary versions have a silencer. We have the Ground Pounder. This is a fast-firing and accurate semi-auto shotgun. We have the Crossbow, which is a sniper weapon that fires a projectile with no damage fall off. The Bald Eagle is a slow-firing heavy pistol with great damage and knockback, and they increase the damage and impact of the Bald Eagle by 30%. They made some changes to scoped sniper rifles. They no longer have damage fall off, and their range has been increased from 20 tiles to a total of 50 tiles. And then they list some more bug fixes here regarding UI changes and audio. So we had some pretty beefy patch notes. I went over all of the important stuff for Battle Royale. A lot of the Save the World stuff is a bit more in-depth. There's a lot of math and stuff and pretty big changes to each of the subclasses. That's why I go into a bit more depth with those. But this update looks awesome. I'm definitely happy with what we have so far. We've got perk rerolls coming in about 2 weeks, so there's still more to be excited about yet. Let me know what you guys think of this update down in the comment section below. I'm going to be streaming a little later today. I've got like 40 Troll Stash Llamas to open up, and it's just going to be an awesome time, and I'm going to be grinding out the quest line. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, or you're excited about Update 4.0, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you guys are new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for everything Fortnite and more. Once again, my name is Morgan. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.